Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel. We are back with another episode of Dark. It's been a minute. Lots of things came out, so I'm sorry that I've waited so long to watch this episode. This is episode 7, though. It is called Crossroads. What happened last time on Dark? So last time we had Jonas traveling into the past, into 1986. He went through the creepy cave with his future flashlight and his Geiger counter, and he encountered his mother as a child, and he's still in the past, as far as I know. Meanwhile, Ulrich has come to the realization that the boy that they found in the woods a couple episodes back is his brother that went missing in 1986. He checked the scar on his chin, and he's like, "Holy shiz, that's my boy." So we're gonna see what happens in this episode. I'm very excited to jump into it. The show is mega confusing, but I think I'm keeping up slightly. I watch an explainer video on after each episode to just so that I really grasp what happened in that episode. It doesn't spoil anything, don't worry. It just makes the knowledge of what happened in the episode reaffirmed in my brain. So before we jump into it, if you end up enjoying my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me and it helps my channel out a ton. If you are new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe and ring the bell so you're notified when I upload, especially if you want to see me react to more of Dark. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. That would mean the world as well. But otherwise, let's jump into episode 7 of Dark. Oi! What happened to your effing face, child? Okay, you look like a newsboy. Oh, you're Helge. Got it. Makes sense. So that's where your scar came from. What do you remember, Helge? What did you do? Sign. Words in English. Little He-Man figure. I feel like there's a surprisingly low amount of people that are buried in that cemetery. Oi. That's that symbol. Jonas, did you sleep in a shed? Or a treehouse? What are you doing? Oh, you're in a little hunting shack. Deer hunting. The music in this show is so good. I mean, I don't know if this is technically music, but the sound design, maybe?
Von welchem Zeitraum der Konservierung sprechen wir denn?
33 Jahre.
33 Jahre.
Show her the picture of your brother and then show her the dead boy and be like, look, I don't know how to explain it, but some weird stuff went. You. Classic. Hey, Regina. I see you escaped to the tree.
Bitte?
So I run.
9. November.
I run so far away.
Also, wir sehen uns.
Hey Regina, du scheiß Brillenschlange.
Hey, bitch. Leave her alone. I feel so bad for all these young people. But all the old people, I'm like, F them.
Egon, Das hier sind nicht mehr die 50er. Wir ermitteln nicht aufgrund von Gefühlen, sondern von Indizien. Du hast noch 3 Monate Zeit bis zu deiner Pensionierung. Dann kannst du machen, was du willst. Und so lange machst du, was ich will.
Yeah, Egon. Do whatever this guy says. That's so funny. That, like, the police... Like, is that dude the police chief? It comes to you and he's like, hey, man, I want you to follow up this lead on this missing child. And it's like, I can't. I'm embroiled in the case about his brother who might have raped someone. It's like, okay.
Soll ich Ulrich schon Bescheid geben?
No, don't tell Ulrich. He's gonna go gung-ho. Also, my brother in Christ, what happened to your eyeball? Like, is that something about the actor that translated to the screen, or did they just, like, make a character decision that this dude only has one eye?
Die Landstraße runter. Wolltest du nur vorhin? Weil du die Landstraße genommen hast, ist der Waldweg nicht kürzer. Wir sehen uns Dienstag.
Helge, you're sus, brother. Are you involved in this?
Frage. Hast du an dem Tag irgendwo den Bruder gesehen? Den älteren Nielsen-Jungen, Ulrich? Bis übermorgen.
Helge, I don't trust you, man. You know things. Why not Forest Road? What does this guy know? I love that these dudes straight up just have like MP5s. Like ready to shoot the police. Wow, it's raining in both time periods.
Kann ich dir helfen? Müsstest du um diese Zeit nicht in der Schule sein?
No. He never did his interview.
Warum nicht Waldweg?
Und jetzt denkst du, Helge hat 86 Mats entführt und 33 Jahre später Mikkel und die anderen Jungs.
Wo ist Helge jetzt?
Er ist 75 Jahre alt, dement. Verrennst dich da in etwas?
Helge's definitely involved in this. I just don't know how. Tire tracks, those are pretty blatant tire tracks.
Was ist denn das da?
Kopfhörer.
Don't tell him. He doesn't know what that means. This is the Forest Road. Oh, this is the spot. I thought I saw a fence there. This is the spot where they went spelunking. Yeah. Okay, yeah, this is where the waste was hidden.
Unter euch Teenagern ist da gerade Satanismus ein Ding?
Keine Ahnung. Nee, ich weiß nicht. Glaub nicht.
Satanism a thing. What a goober. Bro, I wished I lived in a spot where it rained more often. Yo, does everyone have spelunking gear? Or is this just like is this rope and stuff just their permanent styles? Like, was this climbing rope already there? It had to have been, right? Otherwise, like, who does everyone just carry this with them? Is she gonna find anything here? Ooh, yellow paint. Do you have an evidence bag that you can collect some of that? There's the door. And it's welded shut. Ooh, Ulrich, you probably ain't supposed to be here, brother.
Mein Name ist Ulrich Nielsen. Ich bin Polizist. Keine Angst, ich will Ihnen nur ein paar Fragen stellen. 1986 ist im Wind ein Junge verschwunden. Mats Nielsen.
He's scared of him.
Warum nicht Waldweg? Was bedeutet warum nicht Waldweg? Was bedeutet das?
It's him. What does that mean?
Ich kann die Vergangenheit ändern. Und die Zukunft. Was hast du gesagt?
What?
Was hast du gesagt? Wo ist Mikkel?
Lassen Sie ihn los!
Wo ist mein Sohn? Wo ist Mikkel?
Ulrich, you need to ease up, brother.
Ich kann es ändern. Ich kann die Vergangenheit.
How are you gonna change the past? Are you gonna go back in time?
Wie wenig wir doch von der Welt verstehen.
Brother, what you doing there?
Wenn du es jetzt nicht glauben willst, das da ist dein Vater.
Das bedeutet, dass Ulrich mein Großvater ist und
Martha, deine Tante.
Ooh, young shawty, you was making out with your aunt.
alles wieder in Ordnung.
Hast du es doch nicht verstanden? Wenn du Mikkel jetzt zurückbringst, dann greifst du in den Lauf der Dinge ein. Er lernt deine Mutter nicht kennen, sie verlieben sich nicht, sie heiraten nicht. Und du wirst nicht geboren. Lässt du ihn jetzt zurück, dann löschst du deine eigene Existenz aus. Deine Rolle in all dem hier ist viel größer, als du denkst.
Sacrifice yourself for the greater good, Jonas. Change time. You're the same guy, right?
Wofür wirst du dich entscheiden?
I'm like 90% sure you're the same person. Because he seemed very scared. He's like, don't do that. I will cease to exist as well. Oh, don't cry, Jonas. Don't cry. It's alright, brother. You'll be alright. Don't cry.
Nicht mehr in der Lage, sich die Schuhe selber zuzubinden und sicherlich nicht dafür verantwortlich, dass 3 Kinder verschwunden sind. Wie soll er das körperlich
Maybe not
schaffen?
alone.
Vielleicht ist nicht allein.
Is Helge working with Noah? Or was working with Noah? He's pretty sus. My brother in Christ. We saw that wrapper on the ground. Helge, did you litter? That's the most heinous crime you could have committed. Just throwing that wrapper on the ground.
Ich habe das gewollt. Wir beide haben das gewollt. Er hat mich nicht gezwungen.
Und dein Gesicht? Was ist damit passiert?
Yeah, who beat the shit out of you?
Ulrich hat nichts gemacht. Wenn, dann habe ich ihn dazu gedrängt.
That's true.
Er würde mir niemals wehtun. Das würde er niemals tun.
Who did that to you? He wouldn't hurt you physically, but he would hurt you emotionally by cheating on you. Friggin' scrubs. Both of you are bullies.
Ich kann das erklären.
Bitte nicht, Ulrich.
You can... No matter what your explanation is, like, it's not gonna be good enough. You cheated on your wife. Like, not just one time, too. Like, it was It was a multi-time affair.
Ich dachte immer, die Arschlöcher kommen aus meiner Familie.
She said her family was the one of assholes, so that means someone in her family is the one that abused her. Probably her mom or dad, and that's why she then transferred that abuse onto Regina. You gotta let it happen, Jonas. Or you could take one for the team.
Jede Entscheidung für etwas.
You could take one for the team, bring him back anyway. Erase your own existence. You chose the selfish option, Jonas. Just kidding, just kidding. Not selfish.
Seit 33 Jahren stelle ich mir vor, dass lebt. Frei.
Yeah, that's why you didn't lock your door or anything, because you wanted him to come home. But he's conked. He is in the great forest in the sky. He is with He-Man now.
Da habe ich etwas beobachtet. Vor dem Haus gegenüber hat sich ein Pfarrer mit einem Mann gestritten, ich weiß nicht über was. Und heute früh habe ich denselben Mann gesehen. Es war derselbe Mann. Ich weiß das, weil er etwas am Ohr hatte. Das war vernarbt oder entstellt.
Helge?
Er sah genauso aus wie vor 33 Jahren.
Okay, so Helge definitely did time travel with Noah. My brother in Christ, you gotta tell me what's going on. What did you do? Yeah, what did you do, Helge? What were you using your freaky cabin for?
Wo bist du gerade?
Wann war der Unfall?
12. November 1986.
Also heute in 3 Tagen.
Okay, so in 3 days, something's gonna happen to past Helge. Helge, Doppler, Noah, they all know stuff. What does that say on the wall? Is Jonas traveling back? Do the freaky light show. So that happens every time. That's the wallpaper from the room. I keep thinking the episode's gonna end. Because it like cuts or fades to black like 6 different times.
Vielleicht ist es mein Schicksal, verlassen zu werden.
Because you're crazy?
Ich glaube, Papa hat dich sehr geliebt.
That's such an uncomfortable looking hug. Oh, he's gonna burn it? So nobody but him knows the truth? Him and his grandma? That's the little stick man that was in the woods when that other boy, the deaf boy, got taken. And there's the red string with the coin that was on his brother's body. Ooh, are they about to time travel? Interesting. Helge, why'd you just murder that boy? Which boy is that? Is that Yinsen or Yavin 4? Whatever that kid's name was. So that means he killed Eric too? Is that Noah, the priest? Yo, Noah, you kind of ripped, buddy. Dude's low-key shredded. I wonder if anyone's got that tattoo on their back. Dang, Noah, you're cut, buddy. You got veins up the wazoo. 1953, November 5th and November 9th, 1953. What? What the fudge does that mean? I don't understand. Okay, so we have like confirmation, like full confirmation that Helge, at least past Helge, was working with Noah and murdering these kids for some reason. We don't know like why, like what are they trying to do? It has something to do, they're writing dates on the wall, 1953, but I assume that means Helge and Noah killed Eric, because he had the thing, Mads, that Yinsen or whatever that little boy's name was, the deaf boy. Right, I think that's what that kid was too. Possibly more kids? Why are they doing this? But they're doing it in this little shed thing, and I'm guessing Peter Doppler knows something about it too, because he's like real sus. If I was his wife, I'd be like, bro, you are not answering any of my questions, like intentionally not answering any of these questions. So you know stuff. Like, I would bring him in and be like, bro, you're not leaving until you answer these questions, like concrete answers. You don't get to just like avoid the question. Like, children are missing. Like, you have to answer my questions. I'm the police now. I'm not your estranged wife. I am the police. And it also like has something to do with the power plant as well. You know, or I mean, that could be a completely separate thing of like maybe they're just greedy and don't want to, like they've been fudging their numbers and hiding like the waste or whatever. But Helge works at the plant, so I feel like it's connected to the plant as well somehow, but we don't know. And it's just like mega confusing. And friggin' Jonas is back in time, and he thinks about taking his dad back to the future, but he's like fam, and I'm pretty sure the stranger is himself. So he like hits himself up and he's like, dude, you take him back to the future and you cease to exist. Like you're gonna F everything up. And so he doesn't take him back. So Jonas kind of takes one for the team. He's like, all right, man, you know, I will decide not to take my father back. Well, is it taking one for the team if he's ensuring his own survival? He's like, I will not take my father back to the present. I will let things play out, even though I don't want to. But then, I feel like the other big thing that happened in this episode is, you know, other than the whole like reveal that Helge's working with Noah, possibly other people as well, is Ulrich. I think Ulrich is about to time travel, because he's following Helge into that cave, And I think he's going to travel into the past or the future. Who knows? But also, Helge recognized him. He was like, it's you. So maybe Ulrich travels into the past and like has some interaction with younger Helge. And I don't know what, like, why would he be afraid of him? Does he think he's going to kill him or something? I don't know what's going on with that. I guess we'll find out though. But yeah, otherwise I feel like that's all we know so far is like Helge at various points is traveling both to the future and the past. He's working with Noah in some respect, like middle-aged Helge, because he traveled to the future as well because Ulrich's mom saw him. And at one point in the past, he was arguing with Noah. So he's been working with him to like kidnap children. My guess is, yeah, Helge's probably the one that's like physically kidnapping these kids for Noah. And they're doing some sort of like weird experiment in this shed with these kids and like burning their eyes out. And I don't know why. And like maybe, and then so they kill these kids in this experiment for whatever reason, and then they dump their bodies somewhere. Is that what they're writing on the wall? Like when they're keeping track of where they dumped these kids? Because they killed Mads in 86, and then time traveled him to the future. Because like theoretically, if you send them to another time, no one's gonna be looking for that body. Like no one would assume, hey, this is the kid that disappeared 30 years ago. And like vice versa, if you send them to the past, like technically that kid hasn't been born yet. So it's like, is that what they're writing? Or like what is the significance of the writing on the wall there? I don't know that. But Charlotte is in the the bunker. She found the wallpaper, so she knows at least a tiny bit of information, but we don't know what the experiment is. Like, what are they trying to do? We don't know who Noah is. He just has that tattoo on his back, which is the same thing as the framed picture thing that Mikhail found. It was on the wall at the hospital, and now it's tattooed on Noah's back. And Noah is cut, by the way. That dude's shredded. Like, you know that guy is not an actual priest, because priests don't get that ripped for no reason. Like, priests don't have a reason to get that shredded unless they just secretly have a passion for fitness. But this dude probably doesn't have a passion for fitness. He has a passion for kidnapping children. So what's going on with that? What's the next episode called? As you sow, so shall you reap. In 1953, that's the year that he wrote on the wall, the disfigured bodies of 2 boys are exhumed at a construction site. The future location of Winden's nuclear power plant. Figures of 2 boys. So he wrote 2 different November dates on the wall of 1953. So is he just keeping like literal notes on the wall so they don't forget where they put these children? They're like, just in case, they're expecting the body count to get pretty high. So they're like, we can't lose track of where we're putting all these dead bodies because we might accidentally overlap and get caught. Oh man, that's so funny. Yeah, I don't know. It's wild. This show is wild. I have no idea what to think. But I think that's all I got. Yeah. Let me know what you guys thought of the episode down in the comments below. You probably watched this 3 years ago, so you might have forgotten some stuff. But if you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. Helps my channel out a ton. If you're new here or you find yourself coming back often, hit subscribe and ring the bell so you're notified when I upload, especially if you want to see me react to more of Dark. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon. That is linked in the description below. But otherwise, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.